there, this is Jess and welcome back to my Jess Talk. So today I'm going to add some shades and some lights as well, because I always do that, one step after another, one step at a time, I think the idiom goes. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add the lights for Venti's golden parts and adjust the shade a bit. I've also already colored the spear. I meant the spear. For some reason, words just come out of my mouth, even if I don't want them to. So let me see here. That's the gold layer. Yep. Okay. So what are we going to do for the shade? For the light. For the light, I usually use the base color again and set the layer to add. That's a layer setting or layer effect. I'm not exactly sure what they are called in English. Maybe I should just change my whole Clip Studio Paint to English at one point. But I'm so used to use it I'm so used in using it in German. Use. Repeated words, hard to pronounce. It's like, those, I'm not sure, are they called tongue breakers in English as well? In German we say tongue breakers to the thing, those sentences you say over and over again and hope that you won't mess up. I think there's one with swatches, 7 witches or swatch witches or something like this. I remember that there was one that went like that. That didn't make it. I didn't make it far. We also have one that's quite popular, or maybe not popular, but well known. It's well known. It goes like this: Fischers Fritze fischt frische Fische. That's not that hard, I guess, at least for German. You can try it as well as a non-native, but it's one of the most famous ones. So if you are learning German, your German teacher may have actually taught you that one at one point, or still will teach you that one. So I've just blended that part in a bit more because that looked weird. But as you can see, I'm still using the base color, right? But the layer setting makes it so that it looks brighter. And it's, as it says, it adds the color to the color below. So even if I color over the darker part, it gets brighter. So that's how this works. And I love it. I can save so much time just by doing this. Of course, I could just go ahead and color pick it manually and do it like that as well. But as I already told you, I'm a lazy person, so I tend to take the easy road and do things the easy way. Won't work every time, but it works a lot of times, so that's actually quite nice. Okay, we haven't added, I'm on the wrong layer, we haven't added shade right here. Wait a second, I guess I made a mistake. Okay, I forgot to go back one more step. So this part is supposed to be darker because light comes from up here and goes down. So this part is supposed to be darker, as is this part. And now you can see that the light adds to the darker part as well, so I don't have to do that much anymore. No, that was wrong. Okay, now I can also go around here and add a bit more. Yeah, it's not called texture, but I like to call it texture because it makes the gold look a bit more, how do you say, realistic? Not sure if I should call it realistic, but I guess you know what I mean, right? So yeah, it gets a touch of a three-dimensional look. That's what I meant with that. So yeah, okay. That looks good. We need to add more shade here, there. Already added some there. We need more shade here. So okay, now the basics are done. What I like to do now is add another layer and set this layer to multiply. I'm still using this dark tone right here. I'm still using that. I can pick it again, so I'm still using it. But now I've set the layer to multiply. And that means that it's similar to add. It will do this. So we can add more darker parts in certain areas without needing to pick another color. And I wouldn't recommend to do that for everything. Sometimes it's better to hand pick the color because of the light. You know, if there is supposed to be a bluish light, for example, or a yellowish light, because there's, yeah, the candles are glowing, or there's a fire, a campfire nearby. So you should add more red tones or more blue tones if it's, or violet tones if it's night, for example. But you don't have to do that. It's still going to look quite okay if you do it like I do right now. Let's use the other brush. That's our brush for the harder shadows, remember? So I'm adding it here to add more, to make it seem like that here is a hard edge. That's how you can use your brushes as well. So yeah, and there is not much we need to do. It already looks quite okay, I guess. Make this a bit darker. You know, I also like to use this because now the gold, let me turn it off. Now the gold looks more, or the lights are more bright or brighter. It makes it look more, how do you say that? The contrast is a bit better this way, or higher. I think you can say the contrast is high. I really need to start using my artist expressions in English as well, because I usually only talk about them or the way I use them in German. So my head switching forth and back to German and English is actually giving me a small headache. But that's how it looks right now. I think it looks okay. We may need to adjust a few things at the end, but for now it's okay. So yeah, now that we finished that, usually I start with the skin, so that's what we are going to do next. As I've done last time, I'm going to pick the darker color. I'm using this one because this down here seems to be, yeah, seems not to be correct because it's of the effects they used. So I'm going to use this one. It will still look okay, I guess. And now I'm using my brush for the harder shadows and add those first. Oh yeah. We can probably do this right here because that's no, let's redo that. Messed up because yeah, that can be like this. Yes, I've already told you I can't really explain how I do shades and how I do light because I'm just doing it by intuition. I think I pronounced that right. So yeah, I guess it's just learning by doing, honestly. I've in the past I've really used a lot of time on, or I spent a lot of time on lights and darks. I also drew a lot of still lifes due to school because we had to draw them. It was an assignment we had to do, so there was no way around it. I'm just using softer here. And when we did that, we only were allowed to do this, you know. Yeah, of course it won't show because I'm on the wrong line. This, you know, I'm not sure how they are called in English, but this is a way to add texture, to add shade, etc. on drawings you do by hand or even digitally nowadays. But back in the day, there was drawing digitally was still pretty new. Most of the people, or most artists didn't do that around that time. So yeah, I had to spend a lot of time on learning how shades and light work, and we need to it's not working, but this will work. Yeah, that's good, and we need a hard shadow right here. Yeah, blend it in. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yes. So I didn't have any difficulties, not that many at least with it, because yeah, if you know where to put the light or where the light comes from, it's quite easy in my opinion. Of course, you need to know how certain areas, especially clothings or certain materials, reflect the light or maybe even consume. Do you call it consume the light? They won't reflect it. That's what I wanna say. You need to know that, but you can learn that pretty easily by just going outside and watching nature and watching people walk by and stuff like this. So that you actually have to study because I can't help you with that. I still do mistakes myself. I'm pretty confident about how gold works nowadays, also how hair works and skin. But when it comes to, for example, pearls that are translucent, it gets difficult because they are not only letting the light through, but also reflecting part of their own color, of the light, of their own shade here. So if this would be translucent, I can show you what I mean. And just let me add another layer to show that. For example, if this is supposed to be translucent, it would also drop a shadow that would look like this, right here. Of course not like this, we need to make it more transparent, but something around that. That's how translucent objects work. They won't drop a shade right here, that's just dark, but they will drop part of themselves. I don't know how to explain that in another way, but yeah, their own color, everything that makes them will drop right here because of the light that comes from here. So that's how translucent objects work. And yeah, as I said, I still struggle with it. Probably because I haven't drawn translucent objects or haven't worked with translucent objects that much yet. But yeah, maybe one day. So okay, we are doing the same thing, putting another layer on top and using multiply. So let's keep going. That was actually a bad move. Yeah, actually what I'm doing most of the time is like fooling around. Honestly, when I draw lights and shadows, it's more like, oh, let's maybe add a bit of shadow here and a bit of shadow there, and oh, this looks good. Yeah, that's how I work sometimes. Yeah, I know it's weird and it's probably not ideal, but yeah, if it turns out good in the end, why not, I guess. So yeah. I've forgotten something. No, it's not skin, it's gold. That part isn't supposed to be gold because it looked weird. We have a line overlapping here, but I don't care, honestly. It can overlap for all I care. So let me just pick the color again because I'm not sure if I had it. So yeah, let's continue. Oh yeah, by the way, I haven't told you about it last time, but I got Kazuha, yay! And I love him so much. Oh, I love his play style, his set, everything. I love everything about him. He's just so beautiful, really. The first thing I had to do was a photo shoot. The poor boy. But yeah, that's what happens when you join my team. Sorry about that, Kazuha. So yeah, as I said, I really love him, and I love how miHoYo has set him up or designed him. That's the word I was looking for. I love the way miHoYo designed him, but I think it's kind of funny that he's he's a mix of all other anime characters. You know, he grants EM like Sucrose. He is a sword user like Jean. He has the crowd control like Venti. He has plunging attacks like Xiao. What the heck? The only thing that he's missing, I guess, is Sayu's healing. if they won't change her, but as far as I know, it's rumored that she's going to be a healer. So, yeah, other than that, he's pretty much a combination of them all. And I think it's funny, but I really like it. It's not a bad funny, but I really like it because, yeah, you have your favorite sets in just one character. That's really, really amazing. At least for me. And I love animal characters. I really love them. So, what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do a lot of light for the skin, because skin usually doesn't have that much light. It looks plastic if you add too much light. The only thing I add some lights to, but I should put it to add. What did I just do? I don't know. Is the nose, the lips, and the part here for his cheek. That's mostly it, and maybe his nails a bit, but nothing more. Because skin doesn't work like that. Yeah. Actually, I don't like the light on his thumb. I'll remove that again. So yeah, that's exactly everything I'm going to do. What I will add though is a tiny bit of blush. A tiny bit of blush. I think last time I used this color for blush, but I used the wrong. Just a tiny bit. There. Nothing more than that. You'll see it will look way more, way better in the end. But I'm going to blend this a bit more there. I don't like how this looks. Yeah, sometimes I have to scroll out to see the whole image to see where I fucked up, honestly. But that looks okay, I guess. Yeah, just one thing, because I forgot about it. This thing here, his whatever you want to call it, bra. Let's call it a bra. Venti, you are wearing a bra now. It's dropping a shadow as well, of course. So yeah, we have to add it. Yup. Nice. So yeah, now you've heard me speaking German, if you haven't watched my pronunciation guides, that is. With the tongue breaker, I mean. I haven't added anything here right now, okay, but this is that white tone, okay. So I'm not sure if I should talk some more German in my Jess talk as well, you know, like I did just now, just comparison to English words or idioms or something like that. I can do that if you'd like me to. I can also speak a bit of Japanese if you like to. I can also speak a bit of French, however, that's not that good anymore. I've honestly forgotten most of my French lessons because I haven't spoken French outside of school. So yeah. That's sad actually, because I wish I could speak French more. I really like the language, and I really wish I would be better at speaking Japanese as well. But yeah, my Japanese teacher would probably hate me for this if she ever watches my videos, because I'm the one that has neglected her studies. So yeah, it's because I haven't had time recently, and I had to focus on other stuff rather than learning Japanese. But I still want to spend the time at one point and learn Japanese, or continue to learn Japanese, because I really like the language and I really want to visit Japan at one point. So yeah, I know I really need to get to it and start learning more seriously again. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is, why won't I go up to this part here with the shadow? Because this part is on the other side of Venti's head. And of course, it's not only this side of Venti that's going to be illuminated, this part as well. So, damn it. So I'm adding the shade like this. Same around here. I'm doing it like this. I actually like the look of that. I really love this brush. This brush is so amazing. Everyone should have this brush. I think this one was also for free. I think it's only my line brush that costed some clippies. I'm not sure about that. Don't remember. So yeah, you can. I've already shared my set with one of my earlier videos. So just if you want to know which tools I use, just check it out and you can download them there. I'm happy to share anything I use for my drawings if it helps you with your drawings. I'm not sure about these things because it looks weird like this, but it also looks weird with soft shadow. I'm not sure what to do about them. Maybe what kind of eraser have I? Maybe this. Yeah, looks a bit better, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll go like this. I think that looks okay. Looks better than before, at least. So yeah, as you can tell, sometimes I also have to look how I'm going to, or what I'm going to do, because sometimes clothes are weird, especially in an animation look, in my opinion, or generally in drawings. Okay. So we add this right here. There's a soft shadow and a hard shadow. We are going to add the hard shadow last. You can do it either way. I like to do it this way around, to add the soft shadow first before adding the hard shadow. Both ways work. I don't see how one way would be better than the other or more convenient than the other. So yeah, let's do it like this. There we are going to add some hard shadows here as soon as we have this multiply. Why does my brain do some mess words up so much? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's because whenever I think about stuff, my brain goes, whoa, what are you doing, human? You are not English, speak German. Or worst thing actually is, I wasn't taught English at home. I only learned English at school, and I was really, really bad at it when I entered secondary school. I think it's called secondary school. We have a really complex school system in Germany. I think it's not really comparable to those in England or the US, so forgive me about that if I mix some words up. But yeah, we have some what? Okay, yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, better. So when I learned English at school, I already told you about my English teacher back then. So you already know that story, if you've watched the earlier video, that is. And I honestly like the language, but I started to hate it because of said teacher. And yeah, that's also really sad. And when I entered secondary school, there was that stuff going on with my classmates. I can elaborate that further in another video if you like to know about it. Yeah, we also had only to read some weird books, and we didn't really learn how to do conversations, you know. So unless you have a knack for the language, I guess, you had a problem. And I really had a problem back then because I couldn't properly speak English. I still can't. As you can hear, I still struggle with certain sentences, with certain pronunciations. I know that I do, and I know that I have to improve. That's one reason why I do these videos, because that helps me speak English a lot more and hopefully improve as well. But I learned English actually more thanks to, I forgot to clip it, thanks to playing games in English and watching anime with English dub and Japanese. No, with English sub and Japanese dub, that way around. So that's how I learned English. And when I started to work at that gaming company I've told you about last time, of course I had to speak English, and yeah, I was quite confident in my English skills, or I was getting more comfortable, let's call it that, because I was really nervous the first time around and thought I wouldn't be able to speak properly, but it wasn't so bad. I actually did quite good, I guess, because yeah, that's one thing, you know. Boss in German is chef, while chef in English is the cook. Yeah, my boss would have told me otherwise, or would have told me if my English skills really suck. I know they are not perfect, but they were enough to work at an international company at least. So yeah, that was really, I was really happy about that, because I was still very anxious about it, and that helped me. It helped me a lot. However, the downside of this all is that ever since I did that, ever since I worked for said company, and ever since I've started to speak English more regularly, what happened to my brain is that now it mixes up German and English. So my brain sometimes thinks in English, but I need to speak German. So I can't remember the German terms for certain things, or the other way around. My brain thinks in German, but I can't remember the English term for a certain word. And that makes things really difficult sometimes, because yeah, that's not how it's supposed to work. I really would like to switch whenever it's necessary, but my brain won't allow me to, and that really, really sucks. But yeah, okay, I guess I just have to live with that, and that's it then. But yeah, that's how my English got so weird sometimes, I guess. I've actually heard that it's quite common for people that have learned a language or mastered a language. I'm not sure if you want to call it mastered, but I guess you can. At a higher age. I guess I guess it's something like that. It has to do with that, and yeah, those people, according to that source I've read about it, where I've read about it, those people, or the brains of those people just do these mistakes. They just act weird and think in the other language, and or sometimes don't think at all. You have to translate it word by word, and that's really worse. If your brain won't let you just casually talk, but it actually makes you translate in your head word by word, and that's not good. In my opinion, you should speak a language, or you speak a language way better, way easier when or as soon as you are able to, or your brain is able to think in said language, like thinking in Japanese or thinking in English, thinking in German. It helps a lot. And I think that's when you notice that you are near that moment that you could call yourself to be at an advanced level at that language. So yeah, what's weird though is that maybe because I've watched so many anime with Japanese dub, I've actually started to think Japanese sometimes as well. Not as bad. I use the blue tone, so I need to handpick. Like, you know, there are certain phrases you just know in Japanese because you've watched so many anime, like me, and these phrases sometimes just pop into my mind. And whenever I think about a story, like my fanfic, for example, there was that one part in my fanfic where I think it was Xiao. I need to check the part again, but I think it was Xiao who just... no, wrong. It was Venti. It was definitely Venti. It was that one scene, yeah. And Venti actually said yes, but my brain may automatically translated it to hi, and yeah, it was weird. It was a really weird moment for me, and that was also the moment I realized, oh god damn it, I may have watched too many anime. I'm just changing the color a bit because I've noticed it's not like, well, it hasn't the result I want it to be. That's more like it, maybe even more in a blue. Yep, that's the tone I want to get. Rasterize. So now what I did, I just, you can change your colors of the layer with this. This looks actually even better. That's the standard one. Yeah, let's use that one then, I guess. No, not duplicate. I want to rasterize. And if I rasterize, that color is now there. And I can continue to use it. So yeah, that's how my brain works sometimes, or won't work sometimes. It's really, really annoying. I'm not sure, maybe you can tell me in the comments if you had similar experiences when you started to learn a language, if you learned any language at all. Maybe you are only speaking English, that's fine as well. But if you've tried to learn another language, please tell me in the comments if you had similar problems regarding mastering it or learning it. Maybe you gave up at one point, that's okay as well. But yeah, I'm really curious about that, because I think learning languages, some people just have a knack for it, and I really admire them for that. I really wish learning languages would be way easier for me as well, but it's not. I really have to sit down and learn for a long, long time until I eventually master a language. Let's not call it master. Let's call it. I'm getting more comfortable in that language. My language skills improve. Let's call it that. My skills improve. Yeah. So. Yeah, if you are one of those persons that just have to hear some words and they can instantly pronounce them correctly or translate them or whatever, I applaud you. I really applaud you, because that's awesome. That's really awesome. I wish we all could just be like that, seeing one thing and remember that for eternity, or as well as, we may need to do that, but I'm going to use another brush. As well as, what was I going to say? I've lost myself right now there. Never mind then. But yeah, as I told you, my French skills are also not that good anymore, and we have already passed the 40 minutes. Why is time passing so fast? God damn it, it's not always passing. I can finish a drawing within 5 hours, but now this is the 6th part of Jess talk, and I'm not nearly done. What the hell is going wrong? Am I working that much slower than usual? I don't know. That's actually quite interesting. That's really interesting. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's really because I'm talking. But yeah, now his wings look a bit more bluish, and yeah. Now we can, if I remove that too, I want to get the color, we can add some light, because wings can have some light on them. Sometimes I emphasize the T sound. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe I should look into it and check whether I do that in German as well. Maybe not. I'm actually, people or German people always tell me whenever they hear where I'm from, where I was born, they always tell me, oh, but you sound nothing like that. You don't have a dialect or anything. And I'm like, Well, you haven't heard me curse yet. Because whenever I curse, my dialect comes forth and I'm speaking so fast and yeah, it's hard to follow it's hard to follow me whenever I do that. So yeah, people should just not complain. They should be happy I'm not angry about them or mad about so yeah. Just take it as it is. Wrong layer. That looked weird to me, so I'm just fixing that part right here. I need to make it bigger because this part really looked weird. Yeah, better. Way better, but not that. That's better, yes. So now his wings are also done. Congratulations! Congratulations, me! Yay! Okay, so for the dark part, that part there, I will keep it like this because, yeah, I've already picked the dark color around here, so yeah, it's already the dark part. But I need to fix this again. I really hate that it's doing that, right? Okay. So. Okay. So, one thing I want to show you before I stop the stream. We are now at 64 minutes. 46 minutes. What's wrong with my brain? Okay, I've added another layer on top of the venti color layer. Or will I? No, I need to add it up here. So what we are going to do now is I unclip it. And I'm going to call it, oh no, wait, I've already added one, so I can delete that one again. I remember, yeah, I've already added this one. So I've added a layer and named it shine. What are we going to do now? You remember these parts here from Venti? And I also missed something. I will add that right now before I forget about it. Because we know that Venti has this tattoo right here. But I need another image where I can see it more clearly. I think that's the one I'm looking for. No. Here. Come here. There it is. That one. So it has one big and one small triangle, and then okay, let's try doing it like this. Maybe it's a bit more like this. And this, nope, that's two. That one. And then we are going to, let me check the image again. Yes, it's around there. Around here. And around here. Yeah, I picked the hard eraser. I really need to check that more often because sometimes I want to erase and then I'm wondering why isn't it erasing in the way I wanted to. Yeah, that's because I picked the soft eraser, which I need sometimes as well, but yeah, okay. So now we've added his tattoo as well. I've almost forgotten about it. Let's call it tattoo. Okay. But the other parts, these parts here, these and this around here, those are usually glowing, just like Venti sprays sometimes. So what I'm going to do is put this to add. I've picked the teal color or aqua, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm going to use this. I'm probably using this. Yeah, that's better. And add some shine to it. Now it will look like it's glowing. Da-da! And these parts down here as well, of course. Need to remove it around here. Okay. So now it's glowing. Not glowing, glowing. Not glowing, glowing. So yeah, that's something I really like doing. I really like to add glow to stuff. I need to be careful with that because I tend to overuse it. But I like glowing effects. I really love them. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you real quick before I'm going to finish the video for today. Yeah, so I didn't go according to plan, I guess. I wanted to finish Venti at least. God damn it, but the video is going to be too long if I continue like this. So I'll stop here, and yeah, we will see each other next time. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And as I've already told you, if you want to support my content, if you want to do some good deed, my Ko-fi link is below and is in the description below. So yeah, you can spend some money on me. But yeah, I will still continue to do the videos nevertheless. So yeah, let's hope that the Inazuma stream is going to come soon and that we are able to see a lot more of the new map. And I can't wait to play it with you guys. So see you until next time.